All right, welcome to the Strawberry and Lizette Mexican Ginger podcast. It is uncensored, so no kids allowed. And we try to keep it like 20, 30 minutes because you got things to do. So thank you for streaming and for checking us out on our YouTube channel.
Speaking of no kids allowed.
Yeah.
I think my son listens to this.
He shouldn't.
I know. I talk a lot about him.
Why does he listen to it?
I don't know. Because last night we watched a scary movie.
Uh-huh.
And he couldn't... oh, look, Sacramento is not the worst city to drive.
It's one of them.
He was like, I'm going to have so much trouble falling asleep. And I was like, well, just like turn the light on, put on a good, happy show on the TV.
Yeah.
I was like, read.
Yeah.
And he was like, read? And I was like, yeah, like reading actually makes me sleepy.
Hell yeah.
So maybe like read a book. And then he was like, what kind of books are you reading? And I was like, I don't know, like just books. And he was like, porn books. And I was like, what are you talking about?
That was the erotic book club episode we did.
Yes. And he was like, I heard you on your podcast talking about the porn books you read. I was like, it's not a porn book. It just had some adult stuff in it.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I think he listens to the podcast. So
I don't
know though.
Yeah, that one, a lot of people heard that erotic book club episode.
Yeah. He was one of them.
Yikes. I actually did, this was a year ago, I think. I somehow, like my little niece was with me and we were talking about something or looking at something. I think she was showing me something on the phone somehow where it came up. I'm like, oh, yo, that's my podcast. Like, that's the uncensored. Like, what do you...
Yeah.
And so I kind of pulled my brother aside. I'm like, hey, man, she shouldn't be listening to that because not only is it like adult, whatever, like I think we just did like a story, like we just talked about Santa or something like that. And I'm like, hey, man, we just talked about Santa. So you may want to make sure that your daughter's not listening to her uncle.
Bad words and all the dicks we talk about.
Oh, yeah, that is that too.
This one's about Santa. You got to get her off this thing.
Before she be finding out. Yo, so DJ Patrick says what's up to you. He said, tell Lizette I said hi.
Tell him I said hi.
Well, no, I'm not going to go back and forth. So
why not? You started it.
I know. So an update. DJ Patrick's reached out to both Lizette and I, not in that order, to host a wedding. And so I'm like, this will be fun, man. We talked about it on the last podcast. I'm like, dude, I got suits. I never get a chance to dress up and wear suits. Hell yeah, I'm going to rock this suit. I have this suit I love. It's this 3-piece blue suit. It's like a navy blue suit. Mm-hmm. I look amazing in it. I love this freaking suit. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to rock this suit. I'm going to go out to the winery. I'm going to do the wedding. First thing I notice when I get out of the car, the groom and all of his best men,
suits?
They are wearing the exact same suit I'm wearing. Like out of all the suits they could have picked for their wedding, they picked the same blue suit that I'm wearing. Same color, because it's like a special blue. So it's not like we just have it. It's like the same suit, except they were wearing ties, I wasn't. So I look like I was a reject that got fired from the groomsmen.
Turn in your tie.
Yeah, right? You can't stand here with us. So first off, I'm wearing the same outfit they are. And then it was hot as hell. You got a phone. I don't know if you need to get that. It's your son saying, stop talking about wieners, Mom.
Oh, it's my aunt.
Uh-oh.
Okay, bye-bye. That scared me. She never called me.
Yeah, it's weird when like a family member calls out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, and then she was like sniffling too. I thought something happened.
It's about the wedding or the thing?
It's my sister's bridal showers this weekend, and so she was just saying she didn't RSVP, but she was letting me know that she was going to be there. And do I need her to bring anything? And I was like, girl,
okay,
I don't know.
Good. I want to come back to that in a little bit. So I'm at the wedding. I'm wearing the same damn outfit that everybody else is wearing. And then they do the ceremony, and then I have to like excuse everybody, like, hey, go grab a drink while the couple stays here and they take photos. Like, you guys go this way, you guys go that way. And so then it's time to introduce what do they call it? It's called the grand entrance or something like that. Like, hey,
yeah, like the wedding party.
Yeah. So I go, all right, everyone's seated down and everything. I'm like, all right, everybody. And like, I forget how I said it, but I said, the bride and groom are so happy that all of you guys are here. They can't wait to come out as man and wife, official, whatever. But I think in the wise words of Fergie Ferg from the Black Eyed Peas, let's get this party started in here. And that got a pretty good laugh. I got to admit. That one, I'm like, oh, I'm off and running, right? First joke out the gate, boom, they love it. I say, give it up for the so-and-so, like Bob and Stephanie, and they come out and DJ Patrick's played, let's get it started in here. I'm like, yeah, so I'm introducing everybody. It's going great.
By the way, that would never be my entrance song.
Oh, well, each
at
couple,
the wedding.
Each couple had a different song. And I forget what the bride and groom's was.
Oh, so that wasn't the bride and groom song?
No, that was the first couple out the gate. That was the first.
Got it. I wonder if they got to pick the songs.
Probably. I should have.
Wait, so is that how this is supposed to work?
Every wedding's different. I've been to weddings where they play one song.
We haven't
rehearsed?
Well, we can't rehearse because nobody lives here.
Okay.
And we're not all going to be together until like the day before the wedding.
Uh-huh.
But I thought the bridesmaids come out together and then the groomsmen come out together. We're supposed to come out as couples?
Yeah. They pair you up. They pair everybody up. Like you're the maid of honor, right?
Yeah.
So you
I'm going to be with the best man?
With the best man.
Oh man, this ruins everything. We had a dance and everything that we choreographed when we were drunk in Vegas. Because we thought all the girls were going to come out together and then all the guys were going to come out together and then bride and groom come out.
No.
Oh my gosh.
You guys walk up as like a pair.
Out. I have to text my sister.
Okay, well hold on. Wait. So I'm off and running.
God.
I'm off and running with the Fergie joke. They're loving me as their host. And then they do all the intros and they do something, I forget what, and then they have dinner and stuff like that. And then it comes time for like the speeches, right? So I'm supposed to give like a 5-minute warning, like, hey, everybody, go get another drink. Like it's almost time for the best man speech and the maid of honor speech. So I come out, I'm like, all right, everybody, this is a great night so far. I gotta be honest, this is the hardest part of my job. And I just paused. And everyone like, oh, what's he gonna say? What's the hardest part of his job? I'm like, I have to convince everybody to pour another drink and to fill your cup because it's almost time to do the toast. And that didn't get a huge laugh like I was expecting, but it got that's pretty funny, right? And I'm like, oh, it wasn't the big pop that I got from Fergie.
So did Patrick's
what?
Was he like?
Did he laugh? I think he might have.
No,
laughed. Okay.
Did he encourage this behavior from you?
What do you mean? I'm bringing the party. I'm getting the party going, keeping the vibes.
I know. Did he tell you to do that though?
No, there's like a list of, hey, make an announcement that says like, go. It said like, I think the announcement said.
So you could have just been
fill up your, make sure you have something in your cup. Toast her in 5 minutes.
Okay. So you could have just said that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like,
that's
hey guys,
lame.
we're toasting in 5 minutes. Make sure your cup is full to the brim.
No. They're getting what they're
to
paying
the
for.
Rim?
No, they're paying top
to
dollar.
Salt all around now. Rum.
They are getting a top dollar
See,
entertainment.
if I was at a ratchet wedding and I said that line,
yeah, this is not.
I
would
have put the mic out. Everybody would. Trey, I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you can buy me a bottle of rosé?
Can I say though, respectfully, where's the camera? Respectfully. So this was a Brazilian wedding. And this was a Brazilian wedding.
Everybody just had their Brazilians out?
So there was a woman who walked up the aisle with what I found out later was the groom. And then later she was introduced as the mother of the groom. And both me and the DJ go, I didn't know she was a mother of anybody. Like she is amazing looking, like mother of the groom. So, I mean, respectfully, beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Did not look like she could.
What was she wearing?
Just typical like gown, like wedding gown thing. But just she looked way too young to be.
Was it like an old lady dress though?
No, just I don't know how to. Just like a ball gown.
Did she look older?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like she looked like she was 30, maybe. But she was the mother. I'm like, and everyone's like, yeah. Oh, I almost said her name. Everyone's like, yeah, go. They're like cheering her name, and I'm like, so anyway.
Interesting.
I crushed it with the Fergie. Didn't do so well with the fill up the cups. And
I hope that for myself when I get old.
Yeah.
Well,
you started early, so that's good.
Yeah. So I'm head start.
Head start. So then I'm like, I gotta save myself. I got another like big announcement to make. And so it's at this winery, and the winery is kind of on top, and then like down the hill there's vineyards everywhere, and there's happens to be cows, right? And I'm like, well,
did you go push them over?
No, but I said something to the effect of. I said the bride and groom the bride and groom want to make sure that everybody enjoys the night. It's a beautiful sunset or something like that. Like, take as many selfies and photos as you can. Like, the bride and groom want to remind everybody to take as many photos as you can. The bride, however, wants to remind everybody not to, not to ride or to push over the cows. I said something like that, but don't try to ride or to push over the cows. And I said it funnier than that. I forget how I phrased it.
I'd be like, why
better.
is this guy talking? No, I didn't.
But
I didn't say that.
It did not get a. Didn't do well.
Nobody's there to listen. Like,
that one didn't do well.
They probably were like, why is this guy trying to steal the show? Like, this wedding is not about him. Did you think about that?
No. I'm like, after that Fergie laugh, I'm like, oh, get ready. I got more. Like, you like that? But wait, there's more.
Where that came from. Little did you know.
Little did I know I should have quit while I was ahead. Okay.
I told you.
Yeah, it started off strong. Okay, but we had a blast. Oh my God, I freaking love it. And there was the photographer knew us. The photographer knew me from the Bay Area, and then she knows the show from Sacramento. The bride actually came up. She goes, "You're Strawberry, right?" She goes, "Thank you so much for being here." She is aware. I don't know if she heard us talking about it on the radio. She knows. And there were a couple people like, "Oh, you're from the radio."
Yeah, that's
so
really
much
cool
fun.
when that happens.
Somebody reached out. They go, "Do you do this often?" Because I have a wedding coming up in June. I'm like, this is my first time, but if you need DJs, let me know because I'll work with the DJs and I'll host. So, yeah, man, I'm down to do this anytime. This was so much fun.
Just opened up a whole new door.
I know. Okay, let's talk about your wedding that you're planning. Apparently, you're not planning it right because you didn't know that there was. Do you know there's a speech, right?
Yeah.
You have a speech ready.
No.
Okay. Huh. Okay. You're going first.
So it's like I'm not really doing any planning because my sister's having it at the resort. So there's like this planner at the resort.
Good.
That my sister is coordinating everything with.
Good.
I don't have anything to do with that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Day of, she'll probably lean on you to like, hey, mom needs this.
Yeah,
or grab that.
I'm gonna. She's already been communicating with me like, hey, this is too expensive. This is too expensive. We can do this ourselves. So she's already been like communicating with me like, these are the things that we're gonna have to do. Like, I'm bringing this. I need you to help set this up, or excuse me, whatever the case. But yeah, she's doing all that. I have no idea what's going on with the wedding.
Okay. Even before the wedding, you, as Maid of Honor, you're throwing the bridal shower this weekend?
Yeah, I didn't even want to do it.
Where's it at? Your house?
To be completely honest. No, it's at my mom's house in Salinas.
Okay.
Because she wanted to have a bridal shower because she just felt like she was supposed to have a bridal shower.
Wait, who's she? Your mom or your sister?
My sister.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a bridal shower.
Yeah, but my point was, it's so last minute. We haven't been planning for a bridal shower. You don't even have a registry. Like, you don't want gifts. So what is it for?
Yeah.
Like, it's pointless. We should just do a bridal shower after the wedding when we all come back, when everyone can go, when we have more time to plan. Like, the people that weren't able to make it to the wedding can come to this. And she was like, no, but it needs to be before. And I was like, I don't care. Like, there's no rule that says we can't do it after. Like, you just want to have it before, but think of how much it's like such a time crunch. And, and then the stuff with my car happened. So now I'm like, I missed my nephew's birthday party last weekend. Yeah. I'm probably going to miss the bridal shower this weekend. I don't even know how I'm going to get down to Hayward next weekend to fly out. Yeah. Like, I have no idea.
When are you supposed to get your car back?
So I have an update on that.
Okay. Well, you want to go, okay, so speech. Okay, so hold on. So bridal shower's coming up. You did the bachelorette party. You do have your speech ready, or you're working on your speech? You know there's a speech at least. You know there's a speech coming.
I know there's a speech. I don't like...
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, sister, but that's like the last thing on my mind right now. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get around life.
Okay. All right. I just wrote some wedding notes down to make sure that, like, from...
I'm aware there's a speech. I'll figure that out. Like, I feel like that's, like, whatever. I'm not going to be up there talking for 10 minutes. Okay. Get straight to the point.
All right.
Make them laugh. Boom. Pass the mic.
You can try to make them laugh or make them cry. You can try to make your sister cry.
No, I don't feel like doing that.
When we were growing up, you were my big sister. I looked up to you, and
no, because none of that stuff is true.
You were the one that I always.
I think I know what I'm gonna say,
You want
and
practice?
I said it accidentally already to you and Eric, and you both laughed. And I was like, and then in that moment I said, okay, this is it.
What did you say?
Well, don't worry about it now.
Well, I won't be there, so I got to know.
Well, I don't want to say it before it happens. What if they listen?
All right.
I can't ruin my speech.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because when you come back, we'll do an update on your speech. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. You want to go to your car now, or you want to stay in the wedding?
I mean, do you have questions about the wedding? I don't have any answers for it.
Yeah. You don't have. I kind of figured like. I'll wait.
I sent everyone, and by everyone I mean like my sisters. So I've always wanted to do like the ATV, like
hell yeah, quads
and all that stuff. Shit, I can say it. And I looked up if they had it in Cabo. They had like tours, and then they have the ones that go like really, really fast where you can just like go in circles and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And I sent it to them, and I was like, oh my God, who wants to do this with me? Nobody responded.
Dude, I would have been the first person to respond.
Because
I love those things.
I've never done it before, and I saw that they have it. I'm like, what better place to do it than like in Cabo? That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Nobody responded. I don't think anybody wants to do it.
That's lame.
So
I hella want to do it. Eric would do it, don't you think? Eric ain't no
I don't
punk.
know.
Dude, I love those things. I rode one in Pismo.
I don't know, but I hella want to do it.
I fell off. Like I tried to like jump this sand dune. Somehow the ATV went upside down.
Oh.
I fell off. It landed upside down, not on me, like near me. And then I'm like, oh, because I remember like looking up at the sky. I'm like, 1 second I'm on it, looking at the dune. Next second I'm looking at blue sky, and I go, ugh. And so my buddy, I was like 13 years old. My buddy had to come over. We rolled it up like back onto its wheels. Kept on dooning, kept on ATVing.
Yeah,
I love those things.
I was looking at it online, and it said that they offer like insurance.
Oh, take
like
the insurance
coverage.
Yeah.
It's like they're like it's optional, but it's there. And I was like, ooh, if they're offering it, that might be the one I want to do.
Yeah. I did another one, I think in Phoenix or something, or Hawaii. I love those things.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had them like everywhere. I've just never like they're in Vegas. I was like, oh, as many times I've been to Vegas, and I never knew that was a thing there. But yeah, I hella want to do it.
So you're doing a quad in Mexico.
I need to figure out like, I don't think I'll be able to do it before the wedding, but maybe in the few days after the wedding that we're just going to be there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to book it. I'm
Sweet.
so excited.
Do it.
Okay, onto my car. First of all, side note.
Okay.
Bevmo sells white Hennessy now.
No way.
Yep, bought myself a bottle Sunday.
What?
Yes.
That is huge, because every time I go international, I look for...
You buy for white Hennessy?
I look for white Hennessy.
It's at Bevmo. You better go buy one before people find out and it sells out. I don't know if it's
Mexico was the only place to get it.
I don't know if it's going to be a... like if they have like
seasonal?
hella in stock and that they're just going to keep stocking it and they sell it now, or if it's just like... Hey, I think it's like an anniversary. It's like the 25th anniversary of Hennessy or something like that. I don't know if it's just some type of celebration thing, and when it's over, it's done. But
whoa,
yeah, they're like $100.
I don't drink Hennessy, but we brought a bottle of white Hennessy back from Mexico last time I was there for my sister-in-law.
I didn't know they sold
husband.
it in Mexico.
Yeah,
I thought it was only like in the Caribbean.
No, got it in Mexico. I'm like, oh, we got to get this because it's nowhere else. And I'm like, here you guys go. They go, you want some? And I'm like, no. When we came back home, I'm like, no, I don't drink it. They go, no, try it. It is amazing. Like, amazing.
I don't think it's like amazing. It's just cool to have because they don't sell it here. But
it doesn't taste like regular Hennessy.
No, it don't taste like regular Hennessy.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
But
Bevmo.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay, now onto my car.
Yeah.
I had my inspection this morning.
After the Kia Boys?
And
you had a Kia Boy inspection?
Yeah. So on Sunday, I drove my car just like around town to run errands, just because like I didn't know if like it's kind of been sitting around for a while. Like maybe I should use it so it doesn't die or something. Like I don't know how this works. But I just like went to Target. The inside of my car still smells like
Cigarette.
like the guts of like blunt wraps and like all that, because they just threw it on the cup holders and it's still just been there like baking in this heat.
Oh, you gotta vacuum that out. Go to Quick Quack.
Well, I haven't like had a chance to do any of that stuff.
Okay.
So I drove it to Target and I just like bought stuff to clean it and wipes, because all my stuff is gone. I had all that in the car. It's all gone. went and bought stuff I needed, went back home. I bought some painter's tape so I could go around and mark. Like I could like take my time doing my own inspection and mark everything I needed to mark with the tape so that when the guy gets here, like everything's already marked. So he's going around he's just taking all these pictures on his phone. And then at the end, he made a comment about how there's a lot to fix. He's like, it's all cosmetic mainly. But there's like a lot to fix. And he made a comment that it might be really, really expensive because parts cost a lot right now.
Okay. Expensive for who? You or for the mechanic? The insurance?
For the insurance.
Okay. That's what you pay him for every month. Let him pay.
Well, he's telling me that because I was like, so what does that mean? And he's saying, well, if it gets to be too much money, it's going to be totaled. And I was like, he's like, do you have Gap? Because Gap will cover. He's like, how long have you had this car? Is it paid off? I was like, no, it's not paid off.
Yeah.
I just got it a year ago.
Right.
And so he's like, I was like, so how does that work? Like in the event that happens, how does that work? He's like, well, they will pay you what the car is worth. And then if you have Gap insurance, it'll cover the rest of the balance if you still owe more on like the loan.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there and I'm like, fucking great.
Yeah.
Because I don't have Gap insurance and I'm pretty sure I still owe more than what the car is worth or whatever they're going to try to give me for it.
Yeah.
In the event it is considered a total loss. I don't know yet. But that's just like one more thing that I'm like, I don't have any answers. I don't know for sure, but it's just like one more thing that I just have to prepare for. I thought that was just like not going to be an option. Like I thought it was just going to get fixed. Like I got my car back. I found it hella fast. It didn't look too bad, the damages. And I'm like, cool. Let's get it fixed. Let's get it back. I'm ready to like be back in my car. And now I have to sit here with the possibility that I might not get it fixed.
Dude, this is why people go vigilante. This is why people say, oh, okay, the law's not going to help me. I'm taking matters into my own hands. I'm roaming the streets at night with the mask on. I'm hunting the people down that violated me or whatever. Like, this is exactly why people go vigilante.
Yeah, because it's like, so you mean to tell me that I pay y'all this much money for this much years and I'm going to have no car and still be paying off a balance?
Yeah.
And not be able to buy another car because who wants 2 car notes?
Yeah.
Like, this literally was the reason why I worked so hard to get my car back, was because I didn't want to have a car note and no car.
Sure. Well, when are you going to find out what the result of the inspection is?
Hopefully in the next couple days, because like, if it is going to get fixed, it needs to get in a shop ASAP so that I can get a rental. I'm like exhausted. Like my eyes.
This is such a process.
My eyes burn.
Yeah.
Like I can't even like concentrate today because I'm just so exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I noticed you fucked up a lot during the show.
Yeah, okay, I know. Like I can't even. I'm trying. Like I can't. I'm so tired. I just want this to be over with.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of little things to fix. Hey. And also I discovered when the guy was doing the inspection, and I was like, so this tire is in the trunk. I had them put a spare on because it wasn't good to drive on or whatever. I was like, it's in the trunk, but the trunk is like really hard to open. I don't know why. It's like the door is super heavy and it doesn't stay up. So he opens the trunk, and obviously he was like a man. Okay. So he opens the trunk and he just like holds it up with one arm, and I'm showing him the tire. And then he's like, wow, this is pretty heavy to hold up. Like, what the heck? Like, what did they do? And I'm like, I don't know what they could have done to like make the door so hard to open, but like I can't get in it. And then I didn't realize it until I picked it up from the dealership, and I was trying to look at the tire in the trunk, and I couldn't open the door. And he just like all of a sudden looks up and he goes, oh, they took the shocks. And I was like,
shoot.
I was like, huh? And he was like, the little springs on the side that hold the door, they're gone. And I was like, Oh, well, that explains it then. I guess make a note of that also, that those are gone, because
That's a weird thing to steal.
yeah, they're gone.
I thought you were going to be like, we found out they loaded the door with pounds of fucking
cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine or something. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, nah, Lizette would have said that like when she got to work
Yeah,
today.
no.
They just stole the springs.
They just like took the springs, or he called them the shocks. I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does. I know what he's talking about.
the
But why
shocks
would you steal that?
off the trunk door. And there's a screw missing off my front license plate. Like the most inconvenient things are gone.
Is it your license plate though? Because sometimes when you steal a car, you'll switch plates.
It's my license plate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The VIN number's still on there. I thought they would have scratched it off or something,
Oh,
but
they didn't have time. You found it too quick.
yeah. There's like broken glass all over the inside of the back seat. I don't even know what it's from, because there's no broken windows.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing in there. Maybe it's a bottle. Like, I have no idea. There's broken glass everywhere.
The Kia boys. So now that you have the inspection, is your car drivable? You got to get it cleaned out. You got to get it detailed.
I can drive it, but it's on a spare.
It's still on a spare. Okay.
Yeah. So like I can't drive it on the highway unless I go 40 miles an hour.
And would insurance pay for new tires or no?
He said that insurance, because there's two tires that have like visibly like chunks of tire missing.
Yeah.
He said insurance I could get 2 new tires, but I forgot how he explained it. They don't cover it 100%. Like they cover it like basically like 50%.
Well, Big O Tires
So I would
is a
have to
sponsor.
pay. Yeah, I would have to pay the rest of it. The other half, so.
Big O Tires, everybody. Big O Tires.
Yeah.
Elk Grove, Orville, Roseville, and Hayward. All right.
So yeah,
that sucks, dude. All right, let's wrap up the podcast because we got
let's do it.
some things to give out. Okay, thank you for checking us out as you're streaming, wherever you stream your podcast, and when you check it out on YouTube. You can also hit us up on Instagram at Strawberry and Lizette.
I'm at Lizette Love, LIZETTELOVEE.
I am at Strawberry Radio. We'll talk to you next time when Lizette is back from Mexico, I think.
Bye.
Yeah. Peace.
Or adios.
Oh, you're practicing already.